Morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of BG's Broken Records. I think this is episode 7,000. I'm just kidding. I don't think we've gotten that far, but we're going to. This is Bob.
I'm Gare.
And we are at an undisclosed hidden bunker somewhere outside of Metro Detroit. Nobody knows where we are. We're hiding from people because they think we're nuts.
Right. Nobody can find us. You try, you won't find us.
People think we're nuts doing this podcast. What the heck are you doing that for? Well, you know, we're trying to entertain ourselves. And every time we get together and we start talking about music, we laugh our ass off. So we're going to laugh. We're going to tell some stories and blah, blah, blah. So this week's episode, Gare, one of my favorites.
Guilty pleasures.
Oh, yeah. And I'm telling you right now, my list of top 10 guilty pleasures, did a little research on it. It's kind of fun. There's one song. Yeah, I play a lot of air guitar during this one song.
How about this? Before we BS on everything, let's just run down our list. You run down yours, I'll run down mine, and then we'll jump into it. You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. All right. Song number one for me, Guilty Pleasure. Love this song. 1980s, reminds me of when I had no debt. Modern English, I Melt With You. Song number two, Nick Kershaw, Wouldn't It Be Good, was introduced to me by somebody's friend, and I still love that damn song.
Melting girls' hearts everywhere.
Nick Kershaw. Actually, my guitar teacher said Nick Kershaw's first album is one of his all-time favorites, and I listened to it. Couldn't get my arms around it, but that's by the by.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's not even close to Wouldn't It Be Good either.
Oh.
Doesn't even sound near it.
I don't even want to know what it is then.
Number three for me, Heaven 17, Temptation. Ooh. I'm telling you, saw those guys at the Royal Albert. That guy, I can't remember what the singer's name is, but oh my God, he had the whole place standing up. It was brilliant. Okay, here's the real guilty pleasure. This is the romance side of me.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Commodore's Easy.
Oh.
It's a good, but I'm telling you, that guitar solo that they break out, right after Lionel gives that little pitch.
You're not talking the Commodores with some of the biggest hair of the mid-'70s.
Shit, those guys. Let's see. I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna come back to it. Okay, here's another of the romantic ones of it. The Bee Gees' Fanny Be Tender off the Main Course album, which again I think is one of the greatest albums ever created. You may not have heard it because it only went to number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 back in the 75, but you should look it up. Okay, another one, The Babies, Every Time I Think of You.
Strong.
Where is John Waite?
Funny you say that, Bob, because I've got a whole other story, not right now, but my friend who plays in a band in Columbus just cut a record with John Waite. He's about 70 now, still looks good, and my buddy Matt said he's one of the nicest guys in the world.
Yeah, I think you told me that one before. Let's see, The Babies. Okay, then we've got, my next one is Cheap Trick the Flame. All right. I'm going to admit it. I love it. I'm a Cheap Trick fan. First band I ever saw walk out on stage at the Silverdome, warming up for Kiss. Those boys are just coming off the Budokan popularity.
Always solid.
Oh, I still love those guys. I still remember watching those guys on Academy, on the videos on MTV.
Sure.
On that little... God, whose TV was it? Yours or Mike's?
I think it might have been mine.
God, 19 inches of pure color television. Freaking brilliant. Okay, my rock and roll guilty pleasure, Cinderella, Shelter Me.
I mean, poetry.
Dude,
just a classic.
How do you go wrong with Tom Kiefer, man? That guy is just straight up rock and roll. Okay, the song that I always play air guitar to, REO, Speedwagon, Roll with the Changes. Pure dynamite.
Complete dynamite.
When Gary Richrath breaks into that lead guitar, it's over.
And 77?
78.
78.
I'm pretty sure 78.
I think there's some silk pants or jackets in there somewhere.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the ones I bought in '78?
Dude, classic Shed Tour lead guitar.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. So okay, so we'll touch on a few of those. I've got some fun facts about a few of those. We'll let Gare run through his, and then we can get bits about the whole thing. So I'm going to hand it over to my cohort, and I'm going to have a sip of coffee if you don't mind.
Okay, thank you for the guilty pleasure microphone there. I'm going to run through mine kind of quick. We can talk about them later. I am all over the board here, but yes, guilty pleasure number one. Oh, sure. Did someone say Bryan Adams? Love that Canadian boy. Always have.
Boy.
I like him better than, say, another Canadian rocker. Ooh, I can't even use the word rocker, but Anne Murray.
Oh,
Love that Bryan Adams. The song, I'll give you my artist and song, and then we can come back. So Somebody, which is off of the Reckless album from 1984.
I'll give you Cuts Like a Knife. I'll give you that one.
Cuts Like a Knife is good, too. You got to delve a little deeper into the
I know,
Bryan
I know.
catalog there, Bob.
I know it's like only owning Sgt. Pepper's and saying you're a Beatles fan. I mean, I get it.
Wow, is that a slam against someone here?
No, do you actually own Sgt. Pepper's?
That's the only Beatles album I own.
See what I mean? Tell you, man. I'm telling you.
Dude, it's the only Beatles album I've ever owned, and the only reason I got it because I like the cover and looking at all the different. I'm like, the only Beatles album I own.
Look, I'm
And
telling
you never knew it.
No, I'm telling you. I don't think you had any Beatles albums in college. I really don't recall it. And when I was with that guy, that record dealer, the only one I didn't want to replace was Sgt. Pepper's.
I had it. I must have never pulled it out.
Well, the thing is, we'll get into the Beatles another day. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, so number two is Tesla Signs, 1990, live at the Trocadero. And as Bob and I were just joking, the pride of Sacramento. Every guy who is above the age of 50 has done air drumming to Tesla Signs. Quiet Riot, 1999. Mama, We're All Crazy Now, which we all know. That was the original Slade song from 1972.
Well done.
Came off of Condition Critical, again, 1999. Can we do a little RIP for Kevin Dubrow?
We can. I mean,
1 second of silence. Okay,
done.
thank
Yep,
you.
okay.
All right. Boy, and here's...
we can always dive into my conversation with Kevin, but that's a total...
Hey, don't make me talk about Snap-on hair, okay? Let's just keep going. So we go right from Quiet Riot to the Go-Go's, Head Over Heels, 1984 talk show. And as Bob and I always talk about, there is nothing better than straight-up pop music. Girls, guys, doesn't matter. Some of my biggest respect in the music world is one-hit wonders. To be able to have the whole world by the tail and have a one-hit wonder, to me, is just the pinnacle of a musician.
Yeah, but I would go. Am I even? There we go. I'm not. I'm going to go past that. Go-Go's album was not a one-hit wonder, though. That thing was a watershed moment. And the crazy thing about it is the fact that, remember that one guy in high school or college? Yeah, you remember him?
Oh, that guy.
Banged your head. He was the one who. He was the one who introduced. He was the first one that I knew who had that album.
Well, I bought this album. Remember when Columbia House would give you
7,000 records for a nickel?
For a nickel, and we'd mail ordered fraud this thing. Sorry. I mean, we ordered this
Mail
through
order Fred? What was
Columbia
that?
House up in a little town in Allendale, Michigan. I digress.
Okay,
go
to number 5.
My number 5 is the Bangles, Manic Monday, which anybody who's a music fan all knows that Prince wrote this song for the girls, and it was one of their biggest hits from the 1986 album Different Light.
Yeah, and then they nicked that Simon and Garfunkel tune for another huge hit.
Oh, you're right.
I can't remember what that one was. Somebody type it into comments and send it to us.
Please. That's about as deep as I can go
Yeah,
in my
that's
Bangles
right.
catalog. 1984, Rebel Yell, Billy Idol, overplayed, but Eyes Without a Face, one of my favorite Billy Idol songs.
Yeah, I'll
And
give you that.
I got to tell you, I saw Billy Idol about 5 years ago. Steve Stevens, his guitarist, is absolutely phenomenal. During the show, we saw him at the Fillmore downtown. Came out, did a medley of Led Zeppelin songs. Unbelievable.
Dude, that cat,
Completely underrated.
oh, 100%, 100%. That guy is smoking. And he's got 2 first names. How kick-ass is that? Hi, I'm Billy Billy. Piss off.
Hey,
Come on.
Steve. No, it's Stevens.
Stevens.
Again, jumping all over my list, we go from Billy Idol to Asia. Heat of the Moment, 1982, from the self-titled album, Asia. And we all pretty much know, again, anybody over 50, they were the new all-star group from 1982 with Steve Howe from Yes and Carl Palmer from Emerson, Lake
And who was the odd man out? Jeff somebody. Jeff Downs, wasn't it?
John Wetton from King
John
Crimson. And Jeff Downs from the Buggles.
Oh, well, there I go. At least I got Jeff Downs. I was right.
There
and
you
that,
go.
guys, that was without the aid of a computer. That was just coming straight out of this gray mass of mine. Go ahead.
Number 8, John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, 1972. From the album Rocky Mountain High, I told Bob I've been waiting the whole episode to say this. I saw John Denver live, 1977, at Chrysler Arena with my parents. I was in 7th grade. It was a phenomenal show, and it came off that summer, the hit movie Oh God with George Burns. John Denver was the hottest thing going. And I believe he had his variety show on
Yeah.
ABC maybe at the time.
Well, one of the big 3.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's number 8. Number 9, Michael Jackson, Rock With You, 1979. Written by Rod Temperton and produced by Quincy Jones. You know, just straight up good Michael Jackson before he got crazy. And there's even good tunes out there after he became crazy, but it was still kind of a normal Michael Jackson, quote unquote.
Is
normal.
there such a thing?
Thank you. Yes. Well, again, send us your feedback on that. And number 10, Thompson Twins, Hold Me Now, 1983, off the album Into the Gap. Just always liked these
Dude,
guys.
Thompson Twins.
Always just
Yep.
solid background music.
I'm with you. And what is it? I've got another list here, and I thought I had them on there. No, sir, that'll be for another podcast.
Okay.
So just to kind of jump a little bit back to my stuff, because Gary gave a little more than I thought he was going to do in the beginning. So, hey, well, I'm just telling you. All right, so I'm looking at mine, and I'm trying to figure out which one was the biggest top charter in the U.S. And you know who it was?
Oh,
Cheap Trick, The Flame. Hit number 1, their only number 1 hit.
I was going to say they're only number 1.
The only number 1 hit. They got 3 hits off that album, that Lap of Luxury album that really put them back. Originally, hated the song. Rick Nielsen, fucking hate it. Now he says he didn't hate it, but they didn't want guys in there. They had Bob Mitchell and Nick Graham write the song. It was originally it was offered to somebody else, and they said, we're going to offer it to you first. There were 2 songs, and I think Bunny said, let's take the Flame. 88.
88. Yep.
Man, did you go see him at Harpo's with me that one time?
I did. Absolutely.
Dude, I was belting out the Flame when they were playing that one.
And you got to love the crunchy carpeting at Harpo's. Always a great venue
Harpo's.
to just make sure you keep an eye on your buddy. Buddy system is alive and well there.
Is key. So then REO Speedwagon, another one of my absolute all-time favorites, which I don't admit to a lot of people. Number 56 in the Billboard chart. That album went 2 times platinum, their breakthrough album. You know that record collection I acquired about 3-4 years ago from my older sibling?
Yes.
He's got every album up until every REO Speedwagon album up until you can tune a piano, and then he bought it on cassette. Come on, man!
Tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. One of the greatest names for an album ever.
But one of the ugliest covers I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, they slapped it together with a fish and a tuning fork
Yeah.
coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
What's the other big tune on that one? Do you remember?
I don't.
Time for Me to Fly.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
thank
go. So then Nick Kershaw, Wouldn't It Be Good, found this one out today, played it live at Live Aid in Wembley.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either. I don't think one out of 100 people would know who the hell Nick Kershaw is.
I was just, have you done any, where is Nick Kershaw today?
No, he's probably,
He's got to be living in London or.
oh, I'm sure he is. He's probably living abroad. Said that he had about 20 guitars on that song recorded. He would record it, and just layer it and layer it and layer it. Ugh, oh my God. Babies, Every Time I Think of You, number 13 in the U.S. They didn't write that song either. No UK presence on that one, but in 2000, you gotta love this. It was re-released, hit number 11 on the Flemish music charts. Yeah.
Hey, it's number one somewhere.
Somewhere. Well, the Flemish, they are rockers, okay? So those are our top 10s, guilty pleasures. I don't have a whole hell of a lot to tell you, except we're going to try and put together a Spotify playlist with all these songs on it. You guys can listen to them. You guys can leave comments. You can forward them to your friends. C'est la vie, and have a giggle with us.
This just barely scratches the surface, which we are going to have another podcast on really digging a lot deeper into this. I mean, how can you just blow by Quiet Riot, Mama, We're All Crazy Now off Condition Critical? I mean, there's a half hour right there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I could probably go past the Quiet Riot probably as easy as you can go past the Bee Gees' Fanny Be Tender.
Well, I think then, and touche, but we could break out Asia a little bit more. Again, with that lineup, the King Crimson, yes, ELP.
Okay, all right. I'm going to pick one tune off of your top 10 that that I completely agree with you on. And that one is going to be the Go-Go's Head Over Heels. I'm with you. That one is
Straight up pop.
And Hold Me Now by Thompson Twins. I think those two are frickin' brilliant.
And I think that they are as fresh today as they were in 1984 and 1986.
You know, I'm gapping out right here, but I'm telling you right now, there's one other Thompson Twin song that I dig, and I can't figure out what it is. Okay, so I'm giving you my top 10. Which one would you take off of that one if you had to take one?
Well, if I really, I might go the Babies. I think that they're a little underrated. Known, John Waite, he had a hit song for an ABC show back in about 84, but he's pretty much, I don't know if he's been producing or what, but I always thought the Babies were very underrated, like, who else? You mean April Wine? Whoa, that's another podcast right there.
People, this guy loves Canadian rock. Isn't April Wine Canadian?
Yes, it must be because my grandma was from Windsor and all that Canadian blood I have in me, but they're, and you're not going to start talking about, say, Triumph, Rush. Boy, is there another show right there? A full half hour on Canadian rock?
I'm trying to find. Okay, give me the discography here. What is the Thompson Twins' other tune? Sorry, I'm gapping out here. Okay, well, that's about all we've got time for because it sounds to me like you're back with your dog from that nice 20-minute walk. Thanks for joining us for episode number. Shoot, I don't even remember. There's been so many.
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay. I love it. Okay. So we're going to fade out real quick. And thank you for listening. And we'll be back next week with our top 5 albums that we feel have to be listened to from start to finish. Start at side 1, end at the back of side 2. Okay. Well, take care and we'll see you soon.
See ya.